Have you ever heard of a city built on a lake, a metropolis so grand it rivaled the greatest capitals of Europe? Today, we're journeying back in time to uncover the incredible story of the Aztecs, a civilization that rose from humble beginnings to build one of the most powerful empires in the Americas. Our story begins around the 14th century with a nomadic people called the Mexica. According to their legends, their patron god Huitzilopochtli gave them a prophecy. They were to build their home where they saw an eagle perched on a cactus, devouring a snake. After a long and arduous journey, they found this exact sign on a small island in the middle of Lake Texcoco. And there, against all odds, they founded their magnificent capital, Tenochtitlan. This city was an engineering marvel. They built artificial islands called chinampas to grow crops, created a complex network of canals that served as streets, and constructed massive causeways connecting the island city to the mainland. At its heart stood the Templo Mayor, a towering pyramid dedicated to their most important gods. Religion was the very foundation of Aztec life. They had a rich pantheon of deities, each governing different aspects of the natural world and human existence. They believed the universe was in a constant battle between light and darkness, and that to keep the sun god, Huitzilopochtli, strong enough to rise each day, they needed to offer him the most precious gift of all, human life. This belief led to the practice of ritual sacrifice, which, while deeply unsettling to us now, was a sacred duty for the Aztecs, essential for the survival of their world. This religious devotion fueled their expansion, but through a combination of fierce warriors and strategic alliances. The Aztecs forged a vast empire, demanding tribute from conquered peoples in the form of goods, food, and individuals for their ceremonies. By the early E10 Tenochtitlan was a bustling hub of trade and culture, home to over 200,000 people, glittering testament to Aztec power and ingenuity. But in 1519, their world was about to change forever. Strange ships, unlike anything they had ever seen, appeared on the coast. Aboard were Hernan Cortes and his Spanish conquistadors. The Aztec Emperor Moctezuma II, hearing tales of these pale-skinned, bearded men, was uncertain. Was Cortes a returning god, as some prophecies foretold, or a dangerous invader? Initially, he welcomed the Spanish into Tenochtitlan, showering them with gifts. But the goodwill didn't last. The Spaniards' lust for gold and their attempts to impose their own religion created immense tension, leading to conflict and Moctezuma's capture. The Aztecs fought back fiercely, even managing to drive the Spanish out of the city in an event known as La Noche Triste, or the Sad Night. But Cortes was relentless. He returned with reinforcements, including thousands of rival indigenous warriors who resented Aztec rule. They laid siege to Tenochtitlan for months. However, the Aztecs' most devastating enemy was an invisible one. The Spanish brought with them diseases like smallpox, to which the indigenous population had no immunity. The plague swept through the city, wiping out a huge portion of the population, including warriors and leaders. It was a biological catastrophe that the Aztecs' military might could not overcome. Weakened by disease and starvation, and facing superior steel weapons and cannons, the once mighty Aztec Empire finally fell in August of 1521. The glorious city of Tenochtitlan was destroyed, and on its ruins the Spanish would build Mexico City. The fall of the Aztecs marked the end of an era, but their legacy did not vanish. It endured. Today, the spirit of the Aztecs lives on in modern Mexico. You can see it in the national flag, which proudly displays the eagle on the cactus. You can hear it in the Nahuatl words still spoken by millions, and you can feel it in the vibrant traditions, art, and cuisine that blend indigenous and European influences. The story of the Aztecs is a powerful reminder of a civilization's incredible rise, its dazzling glory, and its tragic fall, a story that continues to shape the identity of a nation. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the world of the Aztecs. If you found this story as fascinating as we do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history. We'll see you in the next video.